Usually our page pops right up for me, but it did not today, so I had to go and search for it, but there we are. I will get the link out this morning as promised and not always followed through on, but if you have a hard time finding the video in the morning, you can always become part of the link group. Just send me a message here on Facebook and I'll get you in the link group so that you don't miss anything, unless I miss it, and then I can't really help us when I miss it too. I have paper down today because we're going to get messy, maybe. I mean, I think I am. All right. Good morning, Shirley. Hey, what's up, Shirley? And Terry and Chris. How's Ohio in this fine morning? I'm going to work on my brain by learning where everybody lives. Shirley, I know where you live, and I can't remember. Oregon, Washington, California? I know it's here, somewhere, here. I know where Joan lives, California. I know where Terry lives, right down the street. And Chris is Ohio. That's my goal. I think that will help my brain muchly. Is that a word, muchly? Ohio is freaking cold. Grants Pass, Oregon. I was so close. Oregon. Everybody tell me where you live. That's my new goal. That's my Sudoku. That's my crossword puzzles. I'm going to learn where everybody lives. Laura, where do you live? Sonia? Sonia lives in Arkansas. No, hold on. Nebraska. Katie, I know where Katie lives. Dang nabbits. Texas. No, Arizona. I'm so close, but then I get lost. I don't know where Cindy lives. It's back east somewhere, right? I can only do this so long, and then it becomes a monkey game. Sonia lives in Kansas. Well, I knew you came to Nebraska. Susan lives in, North Carolina. Michelle lives in North Carolina. It's cold there, right? Hi, Lita. Hi, Donna. Hi, Denise. Oh, Laura lives in Washington. I'm not going to remember that one. I don't know why I can't put those two together. Okay, I'm only going to learn a couple every day. Texas. I was right. Lita, Utah. Why don't I remember that? Denise, I know where you live. I know what your driveway looks like. That's the scarier part. Ruth Ann lives in Idaho. I knew that because you have a train. I got to assimilate it with something, you know? Whatever. Good morning, Idaho, Jennifer says. Hi, Juanita. Hi, Doreen. Doreen, where do you live? Carlene lives near me, right down the street, so I know where Carlene lives. Jennifer, Diane. Diane lives in, hold on, not Oklahoma. Do you live in Oklahoma? I don't remember. Hi, Shari. Shari's from St. Louis. All right, there's way too many people for me to remember. Kathy, Wisconsin. Oh, Jewel, Spokane. I knew that because we talked when we were going to Joni Mitchell up in Washington. Diane says, no, not Oklahoma. Texas? I don't know. This game is not fun anymore. Let's just start, shall we? Jeez, you guys. What do you think I am? The mighty Kreskin? Do you remember Kreskin from Johnny Carson? I am not him. I don't know everything. Texas. I was close, huh? I got there the long way. Out of 50 some odd states, how many are there? 52 states now? Whatever. Palma, I know where Palma lives. She lives near me. Okay, shameless plug time. Everything Lindsay is on the website at creatorofcuteness.com. That's where you want to go. Palma and I and our friend Debbie are going to a concert. I'm going to try every morning to give myself bits of joy because sometimes the morning just goes to shit in seconds. Shit in seconds. That's S-I-S. That's what happened. This morning, it just went crazy. Pardon my French, or English, or whatever you want to call that bad word. Pardon my bad word. Anyway, I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to let one bad moment take my joy away. One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. Ooh, I don't know what they say. I don't know what they're thinking. All right. Terry says, 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. But wait, does that include Alaska and Puerto Rico and Hawaii? Does that include all of those? Anyway, bookmark this. We've talked about it long enough. Because on the website, you can find stuff like this. This is a $5, not a foot long, but it's a $5. It could be almost a foot long. It's 11. That's almost a foot. Collage element with teeny tiny cute little micro hearts. They're so fun to use. Although, honestly, I've only used 2 of them yet, but I have a big plan for the whole thing. No, it's not a state. I know it's a something. It's attached to us, right? Like somehow part of America. Okay, no more history lessons. I'm done for the day. So this is available on the website, these cute little patterned Valentine hearts. This is available on the website. And every time I look at this, I wonder, why haven't I played in this yet? I'm thinking maybe I'll cut these out today because Atticus is coming over. Maybe we'll make some Valentines that he can give to some special kids. Like that idea. Probably not a good idea. Probably have to do everything all the same, right? Well, anyway, these are Card Maker Valentine series. You get this page here, which has all the cute collage elements on it, which are more adulty, I think, than the kid-like ones. But everything I draw is kind of kid-like sometimes. And then these, which I did for kids' Valentines, you get both of these, and then you get access to a Facebook group page where there are videos that you can watch and make cards using these. And it's really a cool idea, I think. And there will be more of it because it is a cool idea. So those are the Valentine Card Makers series. Hang on. Everything's sliding. And then we have coming up in just a few weeks is So Much Cuteness. It's where I'm going to teach a little bit of stitching, painting on fabric, lettering on fabric, fabric on fabric, and some stitching. And it's where you can use a sewing machine if you want, but mainly we're going to do hand stitching. Wait, Sue says, is Atticus your grandson? Yes. How old is he? 5. Hold on. Where did it go? If he's an adult, you don't need to divulge his age. No, he's 5. I would divulge his age if he was an adult. My oldest is 37 3/4 right now. It's scary. Okay, so we're going to make some cute Hi, Valerie. Valerie lives in Tillamook. I know where she lives, where the cheese is. Let me go again. We're going to make some cute projects like bits and bobs of fodder, journal pouches, snippets, ruffles, button bouquets, stitched papers, and so much more. The way this works is you sign up for it in increments of 3 months at a time. So you'll sign up for February, April, and June for $40. And then if you like it, you can sign up for August, October, and December for $40. If you don't like it, then you're just out the $40. I try to keep my classes affordable. And I didn't want to do this as a subscription because I didn't want you to hate it and pay, what is that, $80? And then go, oh God, she's awful. So hopefully you don't think that, and hopefully you like the classes anyway. And here, it's always free, so you can always come here too. So that is So Much Cuteness. Then we have the empty page class. It's done the same as the So Much Cuteness class. Rebecca, I know you live in Beaverton. By the way, Rebecca Swayze, who is here right now, my cohort in prompting, is doing our prompts for March. Is that right, Rebecca? Because I bought something for $20 to go with our prompts, which I will start sharing later towards the middle of the month. So excited about Rebecca's month. It is March, right, Rebecca? It's like when Rebecca gives us prompts, it's like a $5,000 class for free. I'm going to make her do them twice this year. She's going to hate me. But her prompts are so freaking good. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so for the empty page, you're going to get traceable art from me every other month. You're going to learn about mark making tools and mediums. And then you're going to explore lettering, quotes, stencils, and more. You supply your own journal to create in, but I'll supply the rest of the stuff. It's the same as the So Much Cuteness class. You get 3 months right now. So January, March, and May. And then if you like it for $40, you can sign up for the other 3, which are July, September, and November. I have been painting, and yes, it's true, I have dirty fingers. And yes, it's true that I hate it. So this was a bonus page that you got for the month of January. That's how I traced it. This was the page that you got for January. And this is what it looks like after you learn all the doodles and the way that I journal. This is the page that you get that teaches you how to do a lot of the doodles. So I don't have my journal here. One of these days I'll bring it downstairs so you can see the kind of things that we're going to learn. Every month it's going to be different stuff. Hi, Janet Chance. I know where you live. Janet Chance lives in California. Hold on. Not Modesto. Not Mariposa. It's where Bass Pro Shops is. Manteca. It's what I'm doing to help my brain, Janet. I love you, Janet. I miss you so much. Could we have a Janet Chance Day soon? Ugh. We had a Janet Chance Day once, and it was so much fun. Okay, then we have Journal Play Day, which is shamelessly shamelessly being plugged by me. Each month we make a simple journal. We get 1 to 3 pieces of new art and or background paper monthly. And then you get a new additional recording class. You get a recorded class creating something. I don't know. Something or other. So for this month, for February, this is the journal we made. You got this artwork from me, this artwork from me. We learned how to do an accordion page. We did a signature page, or booklet, whatever you want to call it. And then we did a flip-flap page. Carmen says, slow down, you're giving me anxiety. It was a bad morning, Carmen. I'm trying to just push through. This is that same artwork. That's what you got for the month of February. And I did not use this page, which is okay. You don't have to use them all. But I did use this one. What I am doing for March is probably my favorite thing ever. You're just getting black and white art from me. Is that insane? That means that you guys have to draw or color your own pages or do black and white. I have one more page to create for this. Maybe I'll do that today also. I say that every day and then life gets ahead of me. But aren't these the cutest? I mean, really. I'm tired of doing shamrocks for March, so there. That is all the shameless plugging, and now we have a little preview, or not, it's not a preview, it's a post view of what we did yesterday, because I'm going to put it in the box. We did this belly band card. I added some scraps of trash on the back just because I couldn't throw them away. And then this slides into the belly band. We did this tag that says start each day with a grateful heart. And you can notice that I did spell grateful correctly here. I did spell grateful correctly here. We're going to put this in the box because this is what we're doing all month. We're using this pizza box, and everything's just going to flip into here. So each day we're doing a heart project. This was the first day. And then I'm doing one for myself personally for a project I'm working on. So they coordinate, but they're not exactly the same. Okay? So this is what I did for my card yesterday that coordinates to go with like this, right? So there's my extra card for those of you who want to do extra credit. And as you will see, it is quite lovely. And as you read it, you'll see, start each day with a what heart? Some kind of heart that is not really a word heart. So what I had to do was cut another piece of paper. It's going to glue, hopefully, right there. Because apparently, after all the years of following the Grateful Dead, I cannot spell grateful. Did you see how I spelled it? Greatful. So I'm going to fix that later. But I do really like this card. I wasn't sure about the black around the edge, but then after I did it, I was very happy with the skinny black watercolor line and then the polka dots. Very happy. So I'll fix that later. And then I have been trying to get myself out of a creative rut by using the same colors all the time. So I found this girl on Instagram who is doing, Michelle likes the grateful spelling, to have a great day. If I had been able to put a hyphen in there, I would have kept it. But I couldn't. Anyway, I found this girl who does these kids' pencil pouch things, and she does felt letters on them. And her color combinations are so not me. Because this is where I go. Hold on. I go purple, green, and blue. Or I go pink, orange, and yellow. Where's the purple? Do I not have a real purple? Here's a purple. Right? Those are my color combinations. And when you put them together, they create a rainbow. Green, blue, purple, right? A rainbow. I'm trying really hard to break away from rainbow order of color. So I started this morning with something I don't normally do. I took a bunch of scraps and I created my tall, skinny card for the day, right? Because I wanted to use these colors that she used on her little things that she makes, whatever I just said they were, pencil pouches. And then I cut a heart, and the heart's going to go there on top of it. Okay? Put that away. You guys get out of the way. I have to erase right here. So then for today, kids, I decided, Carmen says, and Carmen is a wise woman. Carmen says, I keep telling people you are attracted to what you love. I am leaning heavy into the colors I love. I'm tired of doing things other people's way. Be you. I know, and my colors are rainbow all the time, but I just really want to try some other colors, and I really like these. I think it's going to work out great. Let's just stay together. So this is going to be my background card, okay? This is going to be my foreground card. So I have a smaller and a larger. Ready? I'm not going to glue any more paper down. That's for that card only. But I want to work on these three at the same time. Let's move this since you can't see those three. I can throw these scraps away. I have so much paper, you guys, in my life. I love paper. Paper is God. There's a quote from Lindsay. Okay, ready? Ready or not, here I come. We're going to start with the lightest colors first. And water. And I will be using watercolor because that makes me happy. And I will be painting circles because those also make me happy. And God only knows we all could use a little happy these days, right? My daughter found out that her job may be eliminated this year because the board members of the school district where she is, her entire job, the job itself, not just that she'll get laid off, but the job will not be there anymore. Because the school board members who make $3,000, no, I'm sorry, they make $750 a meeting a month. They want to make $3,500 a month. And our stupid state just made it so that board members could make more money. So they're eliminating teacher jobs, which is ridiculous, especially when you're a special ed teacher. They're eliminating teacher jobs to make room for school board members to be fat cats. You know what I'm trying to say. Uh-oh. Well, I smeared a little bit. Oh, what size are my squares? Jewel wants to know. 5.5 by 5.5 and 5 by 5. This square, however, will be cut down to a heart. But use whatever makes you happy, Jewel. We're all about happy today. So, the children that my daughter takes care of, which I could tell you beautiful stories of things that she does for them, and how they have grown and how much she is loved as a teacher. She is so loved as a teacher that the superintendent of the school district where she lives or works came to her classroom. There are 34 elementary schools in her district, and the superintendent did not go to anybody else's classroom. They came to her, he came to her, or maybe it's a she, I don't really know, came to her classroom to see what she's doing because she's getting phenomenal results. And he listened, or she, I don't really know, listened to everything she had to say about, what did I just say? About how she is getting great results as a, it's called a CL classroom. I forget what CL stands for. Palma, are you still here? What does CL stand for? Janet says, cutesy hearts. I have dementia. I forgot everything. Loretta knows she's my sister. Janet, you didn't forget how to find me. Maybe we need to have a come to Janet Day before she forgets who we are. You don't have dementia that bad, Janet. You might have old person forgetfulness, but I don't think you have dementia. All right. Now we're going to blues and greens. Anyway, so the guy came to her, the superintendent came to her classroom and listened to what she had to tell him about how she works her magic in the classroom. And she said, "Can you believe that he did that?" And then left and did everything that I told him not to do. So he like went, it was like opposite day, you know? So I said that's because he wants to take credit for it and make all the money eventually. I don't think it's collaborative learning. It's celebrated learning. Oh, I can't remember what it stands for. She told me, and I should remember. That's not it, Shirley, but thank you for the try. Anyhow, it's not like she can't get another job. She's a fabulous special education teacher. What I'm more upset about is that the children are going to be taken away from what is a really good teacher. And that makes me cry, and I'm not gonna. I just don't understand. Well, I do understand. It's all about money. And people want more money, and more money, and more money, and more money. Thank you. Connected learning. Thank you, Poma. You are my voice of reason today. It's just that she's been there 10 years and she's worked with these kids for a long time, and she's got to watch them. They come back after they graduate from high school. One of them came back to tell her he would never have made it to high school if it wasn't for her, you know? Janet, Carmen's here too. Do you remember Carmen? They said that they didn't say they were letting her go yet, Carmen. They said that there's a possibility of her job being eliminated. So basically, right? That's like saying you're almost letting somebody go. So she's very upset. So there's a board meeting on the 17th, and we're all going to go. And a bunch of her parents are going to go. All right, so I've almost got these colors. What am I missing? Oh, like this brownish, kind of goldish color. She is telling the families. And you know what, Carmen? Here's a really beautiful thing. It's a low-income district, and the families go to most of the board meetings anyway. Right? Pretty beautiful. Do you guys see how we're building layers on layers on layers? And I'm not worried about if it's dry or not dry. I'm just going for it. Like this smeared and mixed with a bunch of other color. I don't care. It's just fun. This one's a little harder because it doesn't get cut down. Oh no, Carmen, you don't have to be quiet. Speak up. Speak your mind. Of course they don't do this in wealthy schools. Yep, you are correct. I kind of like where there's not a lot of paint on it. Do you see how it gets kind of white there? There's not a lot of paint on the brush, and it's okay. All right, so now I want this weird blue. To me, it's weird. Like, I got this turquoisey kind of color here. I got this green. I didn't really get a light green. This is harder to get. Oh, I know what color this is in my watercolor. But let's go to this kind of funky sky blue. I can find it. My water is very dirty because, as usual, I put my brush in the wrong place. And you guys see how I'm going off the edge here? That, to me, is what kind of makes it cool. Right? That color really smeared with other colors. I'm going to have to go get fresh water here, I think. You kind of have to look at it, pick it up, move it around. All right, let's try that goldish yellow color. I was on our school board in our tiny town for 12 years, and I was extremely proud to be on the school board, but it was tiny. You know, there were 80 kids in the entire school district. It was much easier to deal with issues. It was hard to deal with parents who were your friends when you were on the school board, you know, because they would get mad at me. But, you know. All right. I think that one's good. Oh, I forgot the dark blue in this one. Oh, well, maybe we won't do it. We won't put the darker blue. Weird colors, right? Totally not Lindsay colors. But they're kind of fun. It's fun to try different things. Even though they're not my colors. Just lots of circles. I'm going to put a circle here. Circle here. Kind of, this one didn't get as filled in. But I think we're about done. Okay. Okay. Okay, bueno. Rebecca just gave us a hint about March. She said, hint, that's what March prompts are going to be. All about color. Ooh, I'm so excited, Rebecca. That Rebecca Swayze. She is a talented cookie. Okay. Now I want to take this dark green and we're going to put a border around this one. Oh, let me blow dry it first. These colors make me want to eat olives. Now I want olives. Yesterday was a beautiful day. I'm going to say that. I got to hang out with my friend Judith for hours, and my husband, Judith and my husband. They really love each other. It's so cute. And they have, sadly, something in common, because Judith is getting an ablation at the end of this month, and so that's why she just wanted to hear from him some helpful hints. About his ablation, and I think he scared the living daylights out of her, but we got him back on track. he likes to, you know, he's a guy. So he likes to tell the gore parts. But it really wasn't a bad thing for him. It was a good thing for him. Okay, well, that's super pretty. We're going to put that around this heart. Get some darker green going here. Because hearts don't have to be pink and red, you know? Although, don't worry, we will go back to pinks and reds. I'm not done with them yet. I want to do a purple, orange, and pink combo. Okay, you can stay there and dry. Oh, that's going to be really pretty with this, right? So pretty. Let's get these brushes put away. Speaking of paper, Palma says, like 10 minutes ago, I was looking for something and discovered 12-inch deep bin filled with brand new, never touched scrapbook pads that I haven't opened for 10 years since we moved here. And Palma, you are like me. You're another one that stays in your color group. Cindy Dietz stays in her color group. So I think all of us need, we need Rebecca's class coming up. All right, so this is going to be a heart. And I'm going to draw it on the back and cut it from the back. Where's my pencil? Dear St. Anthony. Oh, there it is. That's pretty good. And then I'm going to have some scraps to use on something else. Teresa says we still have people with no electricity. Where are you, Teresa? I can't remember. Don't ask me. Don't get mad at me that I can't remember where you live. I'm going to try. That doesn't mean I know. Oh man, that's cool. So let's do... Oh, look at that. Super cool. Let's do a different color around the edge on this guy. Mississippi has no power? Did you guys... Mississippi got affected by the storm? Oy vey, you guys. That is not cool. I want this dark orange, I think. Can I tell you how much I love to do these watercolor edges? Like, I don't know why I ever use stamp pad ink. This just makes me so happy. So not only did I have the bad news about my daughter yesterday and her job, but somebody stole my joy again online. And I'm trying really hard not to let it happen. I mean, not that I can't help that it happens. I'm trying really hard not to let it affect me, because I am very sensitive, apparently. So yeah, another person stole my joy. What do you mean, is he frozen? Is he Mississippi frozen solid? Tupelo, like the song. Oh, Tupelo, Mississippi. Okay. So anyway, I'm not going to tell you how they stole my joy. Not going there. Just going to tell you I'm trying really hard to not let it happen. Okay, so this one I will finish later today. Okay, so you'll see that later, because now I want to work on the detail on this one. Take that joy back. Yeah, that's my goal. I mean, I've already done it. I've tried really hard this morning to just not let it bother me. But I sometimes get my feelings hurt, you know? And it's hard. Not even that my feelings were hurt. I don't even know how to explain it. It's that I felt that I had something to myself, and now it's been ruined by this other person. Ugh. Who said, what about Savannah Guthrie's mom? Susan says, what about Savannah Guthrie's mom? I don't understand. I don't either. That's a tough one. I know there's stuff she's not saying, and there's stuff they're not telling us, so... The saddest thing to me about Savannah Guthrie's mom, after I get over the fact that it's just horrific, is that there's so many people that go missing in our community, even in our small area, and they don't get national news to be able to find their loved one, you know. But because she's famous, I understand. I get it. It's just hard to swallow. Give us their names and we will ride at dawn, as we say in the biker world. I love that Denise used to be a biker. No. I can fight my own battles, Denise. Or I can just let it not affect me, which is my plan today. Don't let it affect me. I do like the black on this, right? Do you like the black dots around the edge? I do. Yeah, I've been craving information on the internet about Savannah Guthrie's poor mother. Ugh. And her heartfelt speech yesterday. She was just so distraught. Not sure about her sister. It was hard to listen to her sister, monotone and everything, but, you know, I probably would be like that if I was on camera, and people would think, oh, she just doesn't care. But I do care. I would be the person, and my husband has said this too, if anything happened to our kids, or now my grandkids, I'd be the person to go to the court and take that person out, and I'd be in jail for fighting or beating him to a pulp. But I don't think I would. I just say that. I know bygones be bygones and all. But some people just are disgusting. Like, why? Why do you take this woman? I know it's money. I get that. I get it's money, but it's disgusting. All right. We're ready to do some color detail or white detail. I don't know what I'm going to do with these cards when I'm done with them, but I really, really like them. Okay. Going to use some white inside the blue. And a lot of this is going to get covered up by the heart, but I'm still going to do it. Still going to add all the detail, even though it might get covered up. Because the same detail is going to go on the heart. And I'm using that cool Panda Fly pen. If you don't have one yet, Sorry for you. Do a little shopping. Forget buying gas or milk for the week and get some Panda Fly pens. We went to my husband's nutritionist yesterday, and he has been reading way too much on the internet about nutrition. And one of the things he read is that milk really isn't healthy for human consumption. And she said, "Why is that the only blue dot I have? There's just one blue dot?" That's weird. And she said that's just not true, that you can still have milk and get great benefits out of it. And that made me happy, because I drink a lot of milk. All right, so I want to use pens. And we're going for detail, kids. Trying to follow the circles. You can do dashes, you can do dots. Whatever floats your boat. See? Carmen says everyone is an armchair nutritionist. That's a true fact. Everybody tells, it's the same thing with everything. Everybody thinks they know everything about everything. Where else is this color? Oh, here. 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 I like these colors. They're not autumn colors. They're not jewel tones. They're just kind of cool, I think. I'm going to use some pens for more circles. You can get a lot more detail with the pens than you can with your paintbrush. At least I think so. I got this weird orangey kind of color. We're going to add more dots in here. I love my husband's nutritionist because she has a PhD. And I know that doesn't mean everything to everybody, but she's a smart cookie. Well, she's not a cookie because she wouldn't ever eat a cookie. Actually, that's not true. She says there are times where you can have a cookie. And then we went to my mother-in-law's house where she is staying by herself right now. And I think we've talked her into selling her house. Well, I know we did yesterday. She won't remember today, however. But we did talk her into it. That's the good news. Where is she going to go? I don't know. But her house is draining her dry. Okay, that's cool. And then we came home, and I was all ready to watch The Muppet Show. I told you guys to watch The Muppet Show, and thank goodness I recorded it, because by 8 or 9 o'clock, I don't know when I was asleep, but I was asleep. I did not get to see The Muppet Show. Did anybody watch it? Do you think that they'll put it on, like, all the time now? Because I'm not a big fan of Sabrina Carpenter or Seth Rogen, but I bet they did a fine job. Anytime you put any human with puppets, maybe we need more puppets in our world. Because I think you just act differently around puppets. So that's it on that one. I want that weird blue. It's like this is a cool click art pen, zebra click art, that's got that weird blue color. I think I'm going to need way more white. Do you guys like doing circles? Or is it just me? Because I love circles. Okay. Getting there. Getting there. And then I want that kind of a light blue color. We're going to go all the way out to the edge with this one. And in here, I don't have to circle around other circles. I can make my own circles. Nobody said I have to go around other circles, because there are no rules. Okay, well, I am in love with this. I think that's all I'm going to do with color on color, tone on tone. Now I want to do some edging on my heart. We're going to go with those lines because we have enough dots. It's really nice to work with under paper because when you're done, you can use this paper for something else, but you also don't have to worry about ruining your table so much. Sometimes I might keep this for a couple of days so we get lots of color on this paper, and then maybe we'll use it to make a heart with. So I just used a brown paper bag, but you could use whatever you have around your house. If you have freezer paper, that's a good one. Just whatever you want to put underneath yourself. Just a large sheet of white paper, newsprint. Okay, let's see where we are. We're almost there, to me. I need a little more white. And then we're going to do our word of the day, or words of the day, which I probably shouldn't have done that white there because it might get into the black. But that's okay. I don't really care. It'll all work out in the end. Do I need more white here? I think so. Just a little bit in this really dark, dark blue. But I do love how these circles came out. And guess what? I'm a lot calmer than when I started. Because this is very meditative for me, and I hope that it would be for you as well. Which white pen am I using? Deborah Sunset. It is a Pandafly. There it is. Pandafly 1.0. But I have purchased these in every tip that they make. They make a brush pen. They make a dot pen, which I'm super excited to get. It should be in the mail by tomorrow, I think. I'll be able to share with you guys. But they are so good. Diana Clore sent them to me. Oh, by the way, Diana Clore made it through her surgery just fine. And I honestly, you guys, I know I'm in trouble for this, but I cannot remember what her surgery was. But she is out of surgery and doing well. So that's all that matters. Diana Clore is a member of this group and has been since day uno. Somebody will tell me what kind of surgery Diana had. Thank you. Spine surgery. Thank you, Lisa. Back surgery, Angela said. Thank you, Angela. You're the one that posted it in the Cute and Creative group. Is she home yet? Because I want to send her something. Hair dye, probably. A little more black on the background one than the foreground one. We needed some black. Because our lettering is going to be black. Okay, I like it. Carlene said, I had spinal surgery 2 weeks ago. Slow to heal. Carlene, I had no idea. All right. We're using a 10 micron pen. This is getting a little too busy for me. I'm thinking also that I may need a black outline around here before we finish, so we'll see. I'm not using a pencil, so hopefully oh, this pen is dead. Drag. Try something else. Well, this one is good, so now I have to go over the other one. Don't you love black, strong lettering on top of colors? I do. I have to go over the word follow. Carmen says, throw that pen away. It's going right in the trash. Now I'm going over this lettering. A little tricky. Tricky Ricky. Carmen, did Janet Chance leave? I miss her. Okay, now I can thicken it up. Carmen says she puts them back in her cases and wonder why the pen doesn't work. Call me out in public, will ya? It's true. I am a cheap person. I don't like to buy new pens. Do you know that these microns, you can set up an automatic shipment every month? There are certain things, I mean, I get it with medicine, but they do it with art supplies. And that makes sense. I don't go through them monthly, but I go through them a lot. Look how bold that is. Isn't it pretty? Carmen, let's go take a ride to Manteca and go see Janet. It's not that far. I could use a road trip where my husband wasn't in the car. Just thought I'd share that. He is spending a little more time away from me, and that helps with his boyfriends, his car racing boyfriends. But all together all the time is harsh sometimes. When somebody is just depressed and they don't realize they are. I ran into the border here, but I don't think that matters. Right? I got to thicken up those others. Pretty sure all of it's got to get thickened up. Time are we working on? Oh, we're doing okay. I'm going to like this card a lot when I'm done. I also like the background. And I like that I was able to paint it and then use it. And I didn't have to scan it for everybody else in the world. And I made you guys do your own. Hopefully. I mean, you might use scrapbook paper or something. I can't help you there. It's getting better. Did the nutritionist encourage your husband to go eat pizza? No, not at all. I did ask about pasta because I am a big pasta eater. So she said make chicken or fish or something, pork, and then make pasta. And he can have a little bit of pasta and I can have a lot of bit of pasta. She said no, like giant plate of spaghetti and meatballs. You can't do that. And I'm like, I know. She has given us a specific menu to follow, so. It's hard because, like, he went out to breakfast with his buddy today. You know how men like to go to breakfast, right? And it's going to be hard for him to make a wise choice at breakfast. All right. I don't know yet here. What did the nutritionist say about only eating fish? Well, she said eat a lot of fish, but make sure it's farm-raised fish. And not... no, make sure it's wild-caught fish and not farm-raised fish. I always get that wrong. I don't know why I always get that wrong. So that's a hard one to eat out in the wild when you go out to eat. Okay, I want a gray again. See if I put those grays away or kept it out here. I wish I kept it out here. I don't think I did. What's in here? Silver? No. No. Lindsay, keep a gray out. Hold on, coming right back. I wish I knew why this pink pen was in here. It's very, very weird. Yeah, no farm-raised fish. I get it backwards, Lynn. Only wild caught. Salmon, halibut, scallops. You are correct. Let's try this one. Oh, that's a little dark. Let's try this one. Looks the same, but it's a little lighter. That's more brown. That's the same. N75, N75. So I think we'll use this one. You mentioned Nebraska earlier, and that reminded me, sometime can you add the art from your retreat in Nebraska? Yeah, I could. One of these days, maybe next year, that'll be my project. I want to do all the states and whatever you call those other places that we are attached to America. But I want to do collage elements for every state. That's my goal. Not going to happen probably, but it's a good goal. Oh, and I found a new place I want to go on vacation. And I think I'm going to make my husband take me this summer when it's hot to the Grand Canyon. There's a new hotel there, and all the guides are Navajo. And that sounds like pure delight to me. All right, so we're going to pop this up. Do you see that? It's going to pop itself up. I got some dots. Oh, wait, I know what I have from my husband. My husband gave me this stuff, which he used on the stove. Look how thick it is. He goes, you can use this for something, right? And I went, sure. It's really thick. See how thick that is? Man, that's going to pop that up. Oh, no, it doesn't have sticky on the back. Oh, well. Hold on. I can put glue on the back. I do have the technology. Ah. Normally, I don't like things popped up this much in a journal. That's just too much. But I think on this card, it'll be really cool. Angela says, oh, I love the Grand Canyon idea. I've never been. Maybe I'll get my husband to take me too. Let me know if you want me to send you the link for this hotel that just opened. But I want to go to Bisbee, Arizona, so it could be on the way. Oh my God, that's cute, isn't it? Do you like it or not like it? I know what I forgot. The dark black around the edge. That's all right. Do I need it? I could try it. I'll ruin it, but I could try it. See if this black works. Oh, I can do it. Just a little black. Just to set it apart from the background. I thought it might be too much, but it's not. I mean, maybe it is for you guys, but it's not for me. This is another pen that should go right into the trash because it's barely writing, but it does still write, Carmen. You come over, Carmen, and go through all my pens. Okay, now I'm happy. Here, let me get the link right now. I sent it to my husband this morning. Open, 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 open. Why are no links opening? Well, if they ever do, I'll send it to you guys. Why is it not opening? That's the weirdest thing. Brent Ostrom. No links are opening on his page at all. It's this one. Can't click on it. I don't know. Sorry. Just can't. Yes, this pen is a shadow of its former self, but it did work out real well. So we have Follow Your Heart. We have this one, which I'm going to do this way. And I may do Follow Your Heart over here, or I may do it on the heart itself. So I've got both today. Beverly says, does anyone else answer her out loud as you sit in your own space by yourself? I do that when I watch other people's videos. Hang on, I'm still trying to get that link. Give me a second. I'm going to open another Facebook page. Maybe that's the problem. There it is. Share. Copy link. Here you go. Here's the Grand Canyon Hotel. It's a big link. It's a Facebook link, however. Okay, I want to leave out a couple of these gray pens, a dark one and a light one. Michelle says, I talk out loud to Lindsay all the time. I answer everybody when I'm watching this girl right now, BB Henry, for a class that I'm taking, and she'll say something. She'll be like, now I really like this. And I'm like, oh, I don't like that at all. And I'm like, oh, I just offended her. But then I'm like, no, I didn't, because she didn't hear me. All right, you guys. Well, it's been a fun morning. We are on day 3 of our hearts. Next month is all about color, as Rebecca Swayze told you just a little bit ago. I'm excited about it. And yeah, that's it. So have a good day. I'll finish this one during the daytime here. And I will share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this card. I did. It is crazy busy, but I kind of like it. I mean, it's pretty busy. And I do love that deep, thick black foam. That was great. That worked out really good. Okay. Have a great day, you guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the day. Be a good human. And yeah, love you. Bye.